Welcome back to another episode of Rawcaster, the place to be for a dose of thought-provoking and relatable content in its rawest form. I want to begin by apologizing for my absence and use this time to check in with everybody listening. It's been a precarious 2 years. Most of us have lived through circumstances that we have never had to before. So I truly hope that this finds you well. I also hope that this resonates with at least one person listening, as unfortunately some have not made it this far physically or spiritually. And although there is still great turmoil, we have so much to be grateful for. There is a quote that goes along the lines of, "Remember that what you have now was once among the things you only hoped for." This proves that our desires eventually become our reality. In the past, you aspired to be who and where you are today in one or more areas of your life. It's so easy to focus on the things we don't have and want, rather than what we have already achieved and accumulated. True gratitude rarely involves the external. No matter what is taking place around you, internal peace and appreciation is always present. We have the ability to navigate our focal points, but many of us are not privy to the powers that we possess. And I guess that ties into self-love, which I'll be exploring in another episode. But once you understand that you hold all of the cards to your own happiness, gratitude will flow seamlessly. Fundamentally, we have to be grateful for ourselves. There are so many people who would do anything to trade lives with you. Do not only be content with what you have now, but also love and accept you for who you are. Gratitude is a core part of us all. It affects our actions, emotions, and our perceptions. With all that is taking place in the world today, it can be difficult at times to practice gratitude. To some, it comes naturally, but for others, active steps are needed to get that ball of gratitude rolling. As I mentioned before, it all starts with what we choose to focus on, the grey clouds or the rays of sun peeking through them. Once we begin to acknowledge the small yet highly significant positive things in our life, whatever that may be, really focus and absorb it, then apply it to your personal life. Once you start to become aware of all the great things that you get to experience on a daily basis, this will naturally seep into other areas of your life. I remember driving home one day and it was raining slightly, and I saw an elderly gentleman in the distance walking towards me. He had a few shopping bags, and I said to myself, if he doesn't turn off of this road before I get to him, I'm going to see if he needs a lift home. Didn't want him to turn and then I turn and then he thinks I'm following him and I have any ill intentions. So I drove towards him, and when I offered him a lift, he accepted. He got in, but he didn't say very much. He asked me to drop him off at his local church, and as we pulled up, he turned and said to me, "It's because of people like you why I'm still alive." I was stunned for a moment, because you never know how much a small act of kindness can affect somebody else. And I was left feeling so grateful to have had that impact on another human being. Even though I did something so minuscule, his response was so heartfelt. Energy can only be transferred, and once you start practicing gratitude, watch your relationships with everyone around you improve. Be intentional with your actions towards others and also yourself, and implement gratitude into your daily life and watch things change for the better. As always, thank you so much for listening. Peace.